The Juanita Craft House in South Dallas was once the home and headquarters of civil rights pioneer Juanita J. Craft. Today, this Dallas landmark tells the story of one woman's fight for justice. Joining us is founder and board chair Candace Thompson. Candace, thank you so much for joining us here on Texas Today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, for those who don't know, can you tell us who is Juanita Craft and why is her legacy just so important?
Oh, wow. Who is Juanita Craft not?
Right.
Juanita Craft is friend, aunt, cousin, civil rights activist, neighbor, community member, advocate, you name it. She fit all the boxes. And some would think that she was just an ordinary woman,
right.
But she lived an extraordinary life and built that life around others and grounded it in the community where she lived, worked, prayed, and just really was ingrained in making life better for others and for herself.
What role would you say the house played in the civil rights movement?
I would say the house played kind of like a local Dallas headquarters for civil rights. It held so much joy, so much promise, but also vision for a better future. Understanding that you're not bound by the limitations of which that you may find yourself in. For the youth in particular, it held an opportunity. It held light. The parents trusted Ms. Craft. They knew if their kids are going to her home, that they were safe. So it was also sanctuary in times of unrest in your community. And that made the difference for the adults in the community. And the other civil rights leaders who came and crossed over that threshold into her home. It meant having a place to call home temporarily while you're away from home. It's being able to sit down at a table, having a good meal to eat and break bread, but also a landmark and exchange ideas.
Let's talk about Juanita Craft.
Yes.
Desegregating the state fair, right? I love history, especially this pivotal moment. How has that kind of rippled through the community?
Well, let's say, I would say it's a multiplier of things because one, Ms. Craft didn't do these things by herself.
Right.
And so it's understanding that, in doing this type of work, it comes with a community behind you. And so that community was the NAACP, which is where she had, got her roots. But also from her family as well that played an instrumental part. But helping to desegregate the state fair, she was the first black woman to vote in a Dallas County public election in 1944.
That's a big deal.
So, I think if anything, all the things that she had done up to that point, helped take over and to desegregate the state fair.
Candace, now Juanita also has welcomed some state leaders.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about that.
Thurgood Marshall. Sat at her table.
Wow.
Jimmy and Rosalind Carter, were there. And so, she was there present at the Voting Rights Act of 1965 in Washington, D.C.
How would you say the house, now a museum, right, is keeping the mission alive for people that visit it?
So just the other week, we had an event called Juanita's Community Kitchen Table Talks.
Very cool.
Where we invite community members to come and have conversation, civic dialogue conversation about all types of topics, that are taking place. You have to ask yourself, what's in a name? And so with that, what is the role of museums in being able to host that type of environment? We have book clubs. We have a walking group. We just received an award, a grant from the National Park Service. Thank you. So we're going to have a community garden as well, where we'll be providing health and education and discussion and food preservation classes. And it's all about building community.
Listen, I know you guys always push all walks of life to come and visit the museum,
oh, yes.
Right? But
everyone.
What is the lasting impression that you want visitors to have when they leave?
We want you to be transformed. So when you're walking through the house, you're kind of having an opportunity to kind of walk through some of Ms. Craft's steps.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what decision are you going to make? How are you going to further justice? How are you going to move the needle forward for all to be able to have a seat at the table?
Candace, such a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. I know
Likewise.
You're doing a lot. Thank you. To visit or make a donation, visit friendsofjuanitacraft.org.